Hey guys, Viper here and welcome back to the channel. Today, it is time for a new episode of Loadout. Now before I actually start the Loadout, I would like to apologize. I know a lot of my subscribers do like the Loadout videos, but I've been really busy making other videos, Altus Life, Arma 3 mods, etc. and weapon reviews, so I haven't had much time to actually make a Loadout video. I'm going to try it a bit differently. I'm not going to just talk like a robot and script it. I'm going to actually talk off of bullet points. If you've watched a few other Loadout videos, you might have recognized that I actually scripted it, but this time it is going to be just talking off of bullet points. Now this loadout is called Death from Above. I know it's a weird name. Usually loadouts are like US, Navy SEAL, Marine, whatever like that, but my loadouts are a little bit different. So the primary weapon is the AUG-A3, the secondary weapon is the M9, and my gadget that I use is a M320 high explosive round. So let's get into the stats of the AUG-A3. The damage, the maximum, is at 25 and the minimum is at 18. The drop-off start is at 8 meters and the drop-off end is at 55 meters. The fire rate is at 700 rounds per minute. That's actually not so good. Comparing to maybe the AEK or the FAMAS, this gun does not have a very fast rate of fire. It's also similar to the, I believe the gun is called the AK-12. So these type of guns have got slow rates of fire, and I would think that it's kind of better to use at medium ranges instead of close ranges. The muzzle velocity is at 670 meters per second. So what I can tell from the stats I've read so far is that the AUG-A3 is specifically made for medium ranges. Now you'll see later on why I chose the M320 high explosive grenades, because I would kind of think that this loadout is mainly for like maps with high buildings like Zavod 311, Flood Zone, or Seizure Shanghai. The bullet drop is at 15 meters per second, so that is also pretty bad. Now, the only reason I say that this is bad is because usually bullet drops are around 10, but the AUG-A3 is at 15. And now, that's also one of the main reasons why I took the M320 high explosive grenade launcher. I took this because, considering that the bullet drop is significantly high, if you fire a bullet, it's not going to travel that far before it drops to the ground completely. So if you shoot someone with the M320 high explosive grenades and then you just take them out with the AUG-A3, you're not going to really require that many shots. The magazine size is at 31, the reload time when there are no bullets is at 3.1 seconds, and the reload time when there are some bullets is at 2.5 seconds. Now this also isn't that bad, but it's not significantly good. If you compare this to the ACE-23, the ACE-23 has got a much faster reload time, but like I said, this gun I think was designed with medium range combat for the assault class in mind, so that's probably why the reload times and the muzzle velocity are so high. The recoil going upwards is at 0.26, to the left is at 0.35, and to the right is at 0.25. The recoil going towards the left is at 0.35, and towards the right it is at 0.25. And the first shot multiplier is at 2.4. Let's get on to the M9. Now, if you're wondering why I chose the M9, I personally think that it's a really good pistol. A lot of people mainly go with the Compact 45 or the M1911, but considering that this weapon is not very good for close ranges, the AUG of course, I think that the M9 is a great backup plan. Now, I could go with the 9.3R, but that's a little bit cheap, I would like to think that the 9.3R is mainly for the sniper class, aka recon. It's actually called recon, not sniper class. So the M9, the maximum damage is at 27 and the minimum damage is at 12.1. Now that's actually pretty bad. The damage, from close ranges, the damage is pretty high. 27 is better than the assault rifle that we're talking about. But when it comes to long ranges, the damage goes quite down. 12.1, you're going to have to get off a lot of shots before you can actually kill your enemy. Possibly 10 shots or a bit less, if I did the math correctly there, with the M9 before you can actually kill him. The drop-off start is at 8 meters and the drop-off end is at 55 meters. Now the fire rate, which is one of the main reasons why I chose this pistol, is 400 rounds per minute. Now comparing this to the AUG-A3, which is 700 rounds per minute, this is significantly good. When you are actually firing the AUG-A3, your bullets are not firing very fast. 700 rounds per minute is not that good at all, comparing to say the ACE-23 or the AEK, like I mentioned before. Now, the M9 only backs up like this. So say you run out of ammo, right? You have the M9 to back you up. 400 rounds per minute is quite a lot for a pistol. I personally think that that's quite a lot for a pistol. The muzzle velocity for the M9 is at 380 meters per second. So it's basically half of the AUG A3's muzzle velocity. Not exactly, but it's around there. So the pistol is not designed for long range. If you want a long range pistol, I would have to recommend the M1911 or the Compact 45. Now the bullet drop is the same as the AUG A3, which is 15 meters per second. Now that is not good. This is another sign to show people who are not so sure about weapons that the M9 is not meant for long-range combats. It's meant for close-range combats, excuse me. So I would overall think that the M9 is a great backup plan for the AUG A3, but it can come down to personal preference. I used to like the M1911 quite a lot in BF3, and now I like the Combat 45, I like the M9 in BF4, so if you prefer the 93R, you go for it, but I personally think that the 93R, like I mentioned before, is for the recon class, and the M9 works really well with the AUG A3. Now the magazine size is at 16, meaning that you'll have enough bullets to actually take out your enemy if you actually hit him on target, of course. And the reload times when there are no bullets is at 1.6 seconds, and the reload time when there are some bullets is at 1.3 seconds. That is significantly high comparing to the, significantly low comparing to the Compact 45 or the M1911. I would like to think that the M9 is great for close-range combats, and I think you should too. If you don't believe me, go on the battlefield, try it out for yourself, get a friend, just try it. It works really well. I personally think that this pistol is great for close-range combats. Long range, it sucks. In short terms, the M9 does virtually no damage. I mean, 12.1 is not much at all. The recoil going upwards is at 0.45, which is quite a bit, believe it or not. Comparing to maybe the AUG A3, where it is at 0.26, that is quite a lot of recoil going upwards. And towards the left and right, it is at 0.3. So that's actually not that bad. I think the stats for the M9 are significantly good. It's really well balanced out, but the damage could use a bit more buffering. This is not a YouTube video. This is not a YouTube video at all. It could use a bit more improving, not buffering. The M320 high explosive grenade launcher. Great for stealth. Yes, you heard correctly, stealth. You might be thinking to yourself, what the hell? What does he mean by stealth? It's a grenade launcher. You cannot go stealthy. If you want to go stealthy, rather go with a suppressed M9 and a knife. But believe this or not, if you really are on a map with high buildings like Flood Zone, Siege of Shanghai, or Zavar 311, then you can really surprise an enemy. You could just jump down there and knife him, but it's a lot more satisfying if you can shoot him with the M320 high explosive grenade launcher, go down there and finish him off with a knife attack, or just shoot him with the AUG A3, considering that this kind of a loadout is meant for maps like this, and it's really good for long ranges. Not long ranges, I would say medium ranges, but at close range, I think you're just gonna die. I think one of the clips is on Operation Locker, so you'll see how I analyze and I use these weapons to my advantage in a close range fight, but I would recommend it for long range instead of close range. And that's going to pretty much wrap up all the weapons. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more content if you enjoy my content. I mean, who doesn't enjoy my content? I mean, it's awesome. Okay, well, it's not the best, but I put some effort into it. And one more thing before you go, I mentioned this at the end of each of my videos, and you'll benefit from it quite a lot. g2a.com/r/theshadowedviper. Go there right now. Click that link. It'll display on the screen right about now as well. So if you click that link, you'll get games for cheaper, and they've got a sale going on right now, just like the Steam sale. Now, guys, I have to wrap this up really quickly because I need to go buy some games. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, aka later on, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one.